All right, let's get started on our history internal assessment process. If you look at the second module here, assessment, the very first thing in it are the history IA instructions. So let's look at those. Important words right here in this first paragraph. Students have a free choice of topic for their historical investigation. The topic need not be related to the syllabus, and students should be encouraged to use their own initiative when deciding on a topic. However, the topic must be historical and therefore cannot be an event that has happened in the last 10 years. IB is very, strangely devoted to this rule, so be aware of that. Students should choose their own topic with their teacher's guidance and approval. So I reserve the right to reject topics that I just know from my experience are not really going to work very well. The IA has three sections. Section 1, evaluation of sources, more about that later. Section 2 is the actual investigation, really. And Section 3 is a reflection. Won't worry about that right now. All right. Okay, so word count. It cannot exceed 2,200 words. And that's just not very long. That's 7 to 8 double-spaced typewritten pages. So the topic has to be very focused for this reason. So that's a hard, fast rule. It cannot exceed 2,200 words. However, the suggested breakdown of those 2,200 words among the three parts is just a suggestion. If you want your investigation to use 500 words and take 100 each from the identification of sources and the reflection, that's fine. That's fine. But 2,200 words overall. And the rest of this are the rubrics for each of the three sections, which you should look at very carefully, but not right now. So that's essentially what the IA is. Now, let's look at a timeline of due dates, which is the second item in the module. So the first thing due is due a week from this coming Friday. It's Friday, October 30th, and it's simply so you'll do the paper in stages, and you'll turn it in, and I'll review it and give you feedback to make it better. And each of these benchmarks has a grade associated with it. So your first one is due in 2 weeks, and all you're doing is turning me in a topic and a question. I'll show you some examples in a minute, and then we will spend a long time in class finding sources. I'm going to help you all along the way, so no worries about it. The last thing you will turn in before the end of the semester is your section 1. Remember that the recommended length for that is 500 words, so it's less than 2 pages. So no big benchmarks this semester, but I promise if you get a really good topic, and I want you to think hard about this, and you find the right sources, and I'm going to help you do that, that is half the battle. Everything else should fall together. Let's see. Let me show you, what I'm talking about. So this is just one of these 3 items is what I'm looking for on October 30th. Here's some examples I just made up. Topic: Women's struggle for equal rights in the United Kingdom. Research question, which the question can be tentative. It may change over time. Did the eventual granting of women's suffrage in 1918 in the UK depend more on the militant or the moderate suffragists? What is it? Why is it a thing? And how are you going to do this? I will research multiple historical viewpoints expressed in scholarly sources. That's a good go-to. So that's it. Topic: Reconstruction in American racism. How do various media portrayals of Reconstruction reflect American racism towards African Americans? What, why, and how? Finally, the Mexican-American War. What were the various motivations of the United States in going to war with Mexico in 1846, and what was their relative impact? What, why, and how? So that's the sort of IA you want to write. There are several examples, by the way, in the assessment folder of good IAs from the past. I regret that you virtual students and me, can't talk and just kind of hash out what you think your topic should be. I'm happy to give you that feedback and strongly encourage you to email me if you have any remote question about a topic or an idea. Please email me. We can exchange emails, and I'd like to help with the process. So I look forward to reading your emails.